Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for news updates at 2. My name is Tandi Wimzumara. During his final general audience of the year on Wednesday, Pope Leo XIV reflected on a year marked by events of contrasting significance. He noted that some moments were joyful, such as the pilgrimage of many faithful during the Holy Year, while others were painful, including the passing of Pope Francis and ongoing global conflicts. The Pope emphasized that the Church calls believers to present all experiences, joy and sufferings alike, before God, seeking renewal through His grace and mercy. He also reflected on the ancient tradition of the Solemn Te Deum sung on the evening of 31st of December. President Peter Mutharika has assented to several bills passed during the recent parliamentary sitting, including amendments to the taxation and value-added tax VAT laws, which raised the VAT rate from 16.5% to 17.5%. A government gazette published yesterday confirms that the new laws are now in force. The president also approved 2 loan authorization bills enabling the Minister of Finance to borrow about 77 billion Malawi kwacha for phase 2 of the M1 road rehabilitation project and $27 million, which is about 47 billion Malawi kwacha for the gender water supply and sanitary project. Additionally, revisions to the 2025-2026 national budget have been approved, increasing it from 8.076 trillion Malawi kwacha to 8.589 trillion Malawi kwacha. Minister of Transport and Public Works Feston Kaoba says Mpasazi Bridge in Kasungu District may reopen by tonight, provided ongoing maintenance is not disrupted by adverse weather. Following an inspection today, Kaoba reported that contractor Motor Angel has begun repair works to allow temporary vehicle passage while plans for a new bridge are being developed. Acknowledging that the damage has disrupted transport services, Kaoba did not disclose the cost of the project, citing ongoing negotiations with Motor Angel. Yesterday, President Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika directed the Ministry of Transport and the Roads Authority to inspect all damaged bridges nationwide. The year 2025 has been described as a mixed bag for the welfare and rights of people with disabilities in Malawi, with stakeholders applauding major legislative progress but raising concern over persistent challenges in implementation, funding, and protection of vulnerable groups such as people living with albinism. Malawi Council of Disabilities Affairs Makoda Public Relations Officer Harriet Kashimanga says although the Persons with Disabilities Act of 2024 and the National Disability Policy of 2025 are major milestones, limited financial and human resources have hindered effective implementation. Echoing Makoda, human rights activist Michael Kayata has said 2025 has been a mixed bag in the promotion of the welfare and rights of people with disabilities, noting that while some progress has been made, several gaps remain in implementation. Now, in other news, Mali and Burkina Faso say they will bar United States citizens from entering their countries in response to a similar move by the Trump administration. The 2 West African states were recently placed under full entry restrictions under U.S. President Donald Trump's expanded travel ban. In separate statements, they said they would apply the same measures on United States nationals. Burkina Faso's Foreign Affairs Minister Karamoko Jean-Marie Traoré said his government was acting on the principle of reciprocity, while Mali's Foreign Ministry called for mutual respect and sovereign equality. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of our news updates at 2. My name is Tandi Wimzumara. Good afternoon.